I guess you could say that ESC started at Starbucks. I was spending many hours at Starbucks interviewing prospective students for both Wellesley and University of Chicago, where I'd gotten my degrees. And I discovered I love sitting across the table from these students and hearing their stories, and also realizing that they had a lot of questions about the whole college admissions process.
I was doing my college prep for the exams, and also I was not clear what this college process is, and my counselor Colin really helped me a lot to sort of demystify this whole process for me.
My favorite part working with ESC is actually working with my counselors. It was so friendly to come to ESC that it makes the experience great, and also the counselors are really hardworking.
From the beginning, we really wanted to focus on the ethics of the way that we were doing our college counseling. And so I'll just say this, when we talk to students, we always tell them, if you want to work with ESC, then you will end up doing more work than if you were to work by yourself.
I think one of the best parts of being a counselor is that I have this opportunity to get to know students at this critical moment of their lives. And we have this opportunity to go on these intellectual adventures together.
I've interviewed students who are interested in quadratic residue,
Formula One race cars.
I've learned about black holes.
Evaluating how comedians influence the political climate in countries.
And I've learned about like the state of education for migrant children in Beijing.
Birds and bird migrations and what we can learn from birds. I love the fact that I get to explore with my students and get to understand their concepts of what they're interested in, and then together develop stories.
So one of the really exciting things is that ESC does a lot more than many people might even think. I think what's standard for independent educational counselors is that they really just help students with essays.
ESC did more than that. It made great students, more than great students, it made great people and enabled them to be more than just a GPA.
I think there's so many reasons why ESC is unique. First and foremost, we're a community. We all spend a lot of time together. We celebrate Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's together. We go on retreats together.
During our training session, we had this bonfire. It was actually a surprise bonfire that the experienced consultants had planned for the new consultants. And then afterwards, a bunch of us sat down on the lawn. We stayed up and talked till way past midnight. That was a moment when I really realized that it did feel like an ESC family.
We have a social committee, SOCO lovingly called, and their job is to build community for us and create things like a scavenger hunt across Beijing on a Sunday or laser tag after the company retreat.
So there's a lot of fun activities we do to create a sense of community amongst the people who work at ESC. I think one of the things that we do really well here at ESC is provide opportunities for our consultants to grow professionally and personally.
I worked closely with my team and other departments to help develop the curriculum, and that was a very exciting way to really get involved with ESC and make change.
At ESC, you're not really tied to a specific skill set or a specific project. You really have the opportunity to be engaged in a wide variety of things that allow you to develop a lot of different skills.